So that is the old gates to the top secret military town, Chernobyl 2. That is like the second Chernobyl. On the Soviet military maps, on the Soviet maps it existed as a summer camp for children, but always abandoned. So just in the middle of nowhere, there was a secret settlement with the militaries. So let's go and see. So that is the main road, and it divides the settlement into two parts. There is the ghost town, so that was like the residential area for people who lived here, and these people were the militaries with their families. They were living here with their wives and children. So over there are apartment blocks, a kindergarten, a school for children. So they were just living, behind the fence in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the forest, but they had everything what they needed here, like all needed infrastructure. And here is the technical part to maintain the radar. Let's go. Do you recognize what is that? So to the right is a ballistic missile to protect the Soviet Union from evil Americans. And here is the red tower with the red star, that is Kremlin. It's written over there on the wall in Russian language that our safety and peaceful work of Soviet people should be protected and guaranteed. On my humble opinion, that is one of the greatest locations of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The greatest, and for sure the most huge of them. That construction is 148 meters high. That is like almost 50-floor building. And they managed to hide it in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the forest. You may ask, well, how comes? Was it visible? Well, people who lived in Pripyat, on the upper floors, they even could see that constructions from their windows, but they were told this is just a huge radio station, radio antenna, and they were not that stupid. They knew that it's something secret, something for defense, and that means it's better not to talk about it. That is how in the Soviet Union, people knew how to keep secrets, how not to get into trouble. But in Pripyat they called this radar Makaronная fabrika, which means pasta production factory, because here when we say don't lie to me, we say don't roll spaghetti around my ears. So that is the biggest spaghetti production factory in the Soviet Union. It was constructed here to detect ballistic missiles that could be launched from the United States towards the Soviet Union. So the radar had to see over the horizon what was happening on the other side of the planet. That is why it is called the over-the-horizon radio location station, radar Duga-1. There was the second Duga in the Russian Far East, and the first sample was built in the south of Ukraine near Mykolaiv. All the other radars are already dismantled. They're just cut from metal, for scrap metal. That is the only one that survived, and it is protected by radiation. Why? Because how do you dismantle such a big structure? You need to arrange an explosion to make it fall down and to cut it piece by piece. But here explosions are forbidden because we are in the exclusion zone. Here all the dust rising works are forbidden because we have all these radioactive particles in the ground. So it was just abandoned, and now it is one of the favorite locations because it really looks impressive. And I feel so glad that that piece of metal survived, because I think that's the greatest monument of the Soviet Union. How my colleague Angelina, she tells that the greatest monument of the Soviet Union, something so huge, so impressive, and so useless at the same time, because that radar was never on combat duty. It never worked effectively because of some technical problems, and if you want to know what kind of problems, well, book me as your guide, I will tell you.
Я смотрю, летели просто. Тарзаныч, здорово, брательник. Здорово.
Да, она ему
Тарзан, сидеть. Сидеть. Голос. Молодец. Тарзан, сидеть. Сидеть. Молодец.
Это, пожалуйста, да? С вашими выдумками.
Криска у меня проверялась, и, по-моему, английский понимает. Понимает.
Понимаешь?
Да, она ему
Тарзан,
команду на
сидеть.
английском.
Сидеть. Голос. Молодец. Он понимает всех, кто ему дает пожрать. Что, это боевой атакующий пес. Хочешь еще прикол? Тарзан, дай лапу. Дай лапу.
Это лапы у него грязные.
А не страшно. Я ради него переживу.
А у нас есть антисептик.